Good morning. Welcome to episode 8 of Scott and Sam in the AM. Scott, 7.1 episodes down. How are we feeling so far about the podcast?
That's good. The further you get into it, just feels like we're having a normal conversation on the phone.
Yeah, for sure. It's a
Yeah.
mix. At first, I thought I was going to love having guests on, and then the more and more we get into it, I actually just like talking about, similar to like what we did last week, going through our actual problems with our businesses and kind of just taking the conversations we've always had and then now filming them.
Yeah, I agree. Because then you're just asking the basic questions of like, so how'd you get started?
Yeah.
And so what do you do now?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, okay,
I don't
give me a
want this to become
freaking
an
break.
interview session. I want it to become
But
relatable to people
but
trying
shout
to.
out Landlord Larry will be coming on our podcast in
Yeah,
2
let's go
weeks,
Landlord
hopefully.
Larry. If you guys don't follow Landlord Larry, I think his handle is landlord.larry. This kid is like 23 years old, buying a bunch of
Section 8
Section 8
stuff. No,
rentals.
he's not
Yeah.
burning them. He's buying them that are already done. Like they're already fixed up, and then basically, I don't know if he's burning them, but then he's just sticking Section 8 tenants in there and then on to the next.
Kind of begs the question because every time we're trying to go the Olympic route over here with the big stuff and mass flipping and stuff, and then you see a Section 8 Kareem video, it makes it look like getting wealthy
No, it
is
doesn't.
just so easy. It's so easy, Scott. How can it go wrong?
I don't know, man. I was born wealthy, so wealthy's a mindset.
No, you were not.
No, I wasn't.
I lived in that basement with you, and no, you were not.
Yeah, I know.
Scott, I want to start today. We've gotten a bunch of fitness questions in our messages. What's the biggest waste of time in the gym? This is a good one. I like that one. What's the biggest waste of time?
Cardio. Period. Full stop.
Specifically,
Just start moving some heavy weights, and you'll
what
be losing fat.
what's
If
the
that's what you're
machine?
concerned.
What's the machine where people just like run on air?
Eh,
Elliptical. Oh my God. Give me a
Yeah,
break. Hit the Stairmaster. Hit the hill.
yeah.
I think
Stairmaster's
Stairmasters,
good.
I love Stairmaster.
Yeah, but that's like more of a strength thing on top of cardio. Like just a straight up elliptical. Not about it. But if I'm gonna do cardio, the walking up an incline
Mm.
for like an hour,
Mhm.
watching a movie or something. I mean, I don't have an hour to do that in the morning, unfortunately. But like on the weekends before I had a kid, those were the days.
Yeah, if you wake up tomorrow and you're 285 pounds, just filled with Coors Light and chicken wings, join any gym for $19.99 a month. Retro Fitness, Planet Fitness, doesn't matter. Throw on some sweats, bring an iPad or a book, whatever gets you going. Put the treadmill on 2.5 miles an hour, as steep as it goes. In 30 minutes, you're going to be dead.
Yeah,
And you're going to burn so many calories. If you woke up tomorrow 100 pounds heavier than what you are right now, Scott, and you want to get back in the shape you are, what are you doing day one?
First off, it would never happen. So
Okay,
let's just
play the game.
preface that. The game, what would I do? Well, I've cut out pretty much, I mean, all carbs pretty much. I mean, I would maybe just some rice because diet's the biggest thing. You know, you could say like go to the gym, but you know, if you're 100 pounds overweight, you're not eating the right stuff. So you got to start there, right? Protein shake in the morning, make sure you get at least 30 grams of protein within the first hour of waking up. And then I would just lift weights. I would do a lot more legs. I would squat, I would bench, deadlift, and then maybe some back.
See, to the food lovers out there, maybe people who have a little bit extra weight around the waist, a guy like this, he's not relatable. He's never been out of shape. The guy, he's literally just saying what he does every day. So take it from a guy who's had a little extra meat on him before. I was 218 pounds when my son was born. Now I'm like, I float between like 193, 197. 197 if you know, I had a big meal, bunch of fajitas the night before, didn't go to the bathroom, and then I step on the scale in the morning and I slip into a great state of depression. Here's the recipe. Here's what I use. I drop 20 pounds like that. Do everything in moderation. Don't eat any junk food during the week, especially during the weekday. If you're eating junk food during the weekday, you don't have a chance.
What do you constitute as junk food?
Anything worse than Chipotle. Anything worse than Chipotle. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. No.
No. Tell us
no
tell
pizza,
us the
no
stuff that
Chinese
you were
food.
eating when you were 217 that you no longer
Like
ate.
I was always like, well, first of all, I just wasn't active enough. Like I was probably getting 4,000 steps a day, which is like just going to the grocery store and going home and living a life. So sitting way too much. I was lifting, but like I wasn't lifting hard. I'm going and doing 50s, flat bench dumbbell incline, 4 sets of 8, and then thinking I'm, pumped up. Um, so not moving enough, not pushing myself at all in the weight room, no cardio at all. And then when you're sitting like that, even a guy like me who's always had a fast metabolism, I've always been skinnier or way more on the skinnier skin and bone side than ever being considered fat. But like you look at pictures of me from that time, my face is just very rounded, it's full. And I don't drink. I didn't drink then. So it was all coming from food and then just being stagnant. I'd say an average day meal for me is like at that point is number one, I'm consuming calories before I burn. So like I'm just waking up and like eating breakfast, so like oatmeal and eggs and turkey sausage and then a protein shake with it. Well, that's like 1,300 calories. And if you're not
Mhm.
burning any calories, especially before that, right there, you're off to a tough start. And then you're working for a few hours and then lunch comes along. For lunch, I get a Chipotle bowl with guac and cheese. Okay, that's another probably 1,200 calories. And then I have a sweet tooth after that. So I'm going to get a protein shake and I'm getting 2 of those perfect bars from Whole Foods. Those things are riddled with seed oils and they sit in you. And then I get home and I'm tired. Okay, I want a good dinner. So I'm eating whatever my wife and I eat, fajitas or chicken parmesan or like burgers or whatever, homemade stuff. And then
Mhm.
I want dessert. So whatever we make that night, we're either making brownies or cookie. Remember, she's pregnant at this time. So you're putting on all that pregnancy weight. You can't tell them no. And you're just rolling with it. So now you look back on it, you add up all those. I'm probably consuming 4,000 calories a day and I'm doing a light lift and walking 4,000 steps. Of course, I'm going to put on weight. It's just the math.
Mhm.
And then I flipped it to I'm pretty similar now as to when I tried to start losing weight, which was just number one, no solids until you get your butt in the gym. So I used to wake right up and start drinking coffee. I don't do that anymore. Now I'll do like 12 ounces of water, a pretty decent amount of apple cider vinegar, like, what's the alcohol saying? 2 fingers
Mhm.
of apple cider vinegar, a squeeze of half of a lemon, a scoop of electrolytes, and a scoop of creatine. And that's like I chug that to start my morning, and then maybe one more glass of water. Then I'm going to the gym, and I was going crazy hard in the beginning. Now it's more of a routine. It's still more intense than it was when I was out of shape, but I would just try everything. I would throw a weighted vest on, like a 15-pound weighted vest, and I would do Stairmaster for 60 minutes, reading, watching iPad, like you said, or something like that.
Mhm.
Or I would just do like 500 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, 500 sit-ups. Like, when you're trying to lose weight like I was, and I had been in shape before I knew how to do it, you got to go above and beyond. And then once you get in shape and you get a routine, you can do much more stagnant lifts just to maintain.
Mhm.
And then I would get home from there, coffee. If I'm eating breakfast, it's like 3 eggs with maybe feta cheese. If we had like meat last night, like steak or something like that I can cut up and throw in there, I'll throw that in there. And then lunch is some sort of like, again, leftover. Or if I do go out to eat lunch, I'm very conscious of not eating seed oil, so I'll get like sweet green, even if it's more expensive. If I'm on the road, like you always talk about, getting the Five Guys, like lettuce wrap burgers, another coffee if I need it, hold me over
Mhm.
toward dinner. And then the dinner is the same that it always was. I like to enjoy dinner. Like my only time my wife and I get to do something together really throughout the day now since having kids. The difference is no desserts. Like if I have a dessert, it's like on a Saturday as opposed to 7 days a week. And if you're a guy or gal who struggles with dessert every night, here's my advice that I learned. Just wait 10 minutes. When you're done eating dinner, whatever you got to do to kill 10 minutes, take the garbage out, drink 3 glasses of water, whatever you got to do. You get over that 10-minute hump between finishing your meal and starting dessert, you're probably not going to want dessert as bad. And then you do it for 3 nights in a row, you get used to it. Now it's easy. And
Wow.
now I'm perfect.
Still
But
can't happen to
if
me way
you,
more
if
than that.
you're, what I would tell you is being in shape makes everything else in your life so much easier. You look better in clothes. You can get a crappy outfit from Old Navy and still look like Mr. Fantastic if you got a nice set of pipes, a nice glute, and your chest is bigger than your gut. You don't need abs, you just need a bigger chest. Being in shape makes everything else you feel better, you can work harder, you can, last longer throughout the day, have better energy levels. I feel like cognitively I think better. You feel better about yourself. Be in
Yeah, I
shape.
think
Yeah. But hey, if you like being fat, be fat. Have a great time.
whatever.
What's a funny Sam story? What's a funny Scott story? What's a funny Sam story? Be very careful what you say here. We're gonna skip this question. There's not. I can't come up with anything funny without the next one. Is did you guys get in trouble in college again? No, I mean
Yeah, I
like
did. I did a few
yeah. All
times
right,
before
like
you showed up.
but I would
I
what
beer
I
I beer bonged a beer on on a Tuesday night and
yeah that wasn't
recorded
smart.
the video and then posted it on Twitter. And I think we had a game the next day or something like that.
I don't remember.
And we had to push. See, me and Sam, like we weren't like he was a pitcher, so like we don't really like associate like fielders versus pitchers. They hung out with themselves. They're very weird. So like I was kind of in a different crowd in terms of the team. So like
Crowd.
the group that I was in,
Yeah, I lived upstairs.
we were pushing. We had to push medicine balls around the track, around the women's lacrosse practice with our heads after that video. That was one. Two, I stole a
Believe it
cone.
or not, that coach got fired.
He did. Shout out to I actually loved him. But I stole a cone my freshman year and I got caught. You weren't here though. You didn't go to school with us
the
then.
the premise of
That
these
was
stories
fun.
is we went to a school with 1,200 kids. Everyone we know there married a girl from that school. It was smaller than most high schools. So our version of quote unquote getting in trouble or going crazy was just because there was nothing else to do other than steal a cone, or put beers in a backpack. Because then we would go and like visit my cousin at Penn State for a weekend, and I would do 36 hours like that. And I was like, I don't know how anyone survives a year of this, let alone 4 years. It was minor league type stuff. But I enjoyed it. I would say if you're looking to go to college or sending your kids to college, if they're going to play a sport, going to a small school, great idea, great sense of camaraderie. It was a fraternity within itself. If you're not going to play a sport, I couldn't have imagined going to a 1,200 person school. Funny Sam Scott story. We were roommates, and his now wife, who was his girlfriend at the time, who I've always been very friendly with, came over to our college house to cook him dinner. It was like chicken cutlets and pasta or something like that. But when you're in college, it's like royalty, homemade type
That shit's
food.
still royalty today, bro. The
And
chicken cutlet's
I
hard.
walk I walk out of my bedroom and I see chicken cutlets and pasta on our kitchen table, and I'm like, "Oh, great." And his wife walks over, she's like, "This is not for you. This is for me and Scott having dinner together." I
Just the
did not have a
audacity
girlfriend.
that he
Spoiler alert, I didn't have a
assumed
girlfriend at the time.
just the audacity for him to assume that it was for him. There was four other guys in the house too. Like, come on, dude. That would be you just start eating. He'd be like, what? It's in my kitchen. I pay for it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
My daddy pays for it. All right, let's get into
Daddy.
some real estate questions. Yes, we do, because that's what we do, whether we like it or not. We've had, if anyone doesn't know, we started a school community. It's $10 a month. Join if you're serious about real estate. I would say the stuff in that community is worth so much more than $10 a month that if we had access to a community like that, we would have gotten so much further, so much faster. But we have just under 30 people in it right now. It's a lot of fun. Fortunately, I think we're technically losing money at $10 a month, but it's a lot of fun. We'll see where it goes.
We definitely are losing money.
We are really astounded by just I want to say people to be demographically correct. However, I haven't seen anyone follow us or join any of our stuff who is not a young male. And it's really cool to see from all corners of the world. We have two Canadian guys. We have guys in LA, Chicago. We have a guy right here in Philadelphia. And to see the reach that it has, I never understood the reach and the power of the internet and social media. And I'm starting to kind of see it now. And it has my mind turning a million different directions.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, honestly. It's amazing that people even want to listen to us. It's like that's to me, I'm like, all right, let's do it,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. I can see um how these online personalities and influencers develop, because like even the way that people are asking us questions already, it's pretty backhanded. It's what's the term? It's pretty like easy for us to answer a lot of these questions because we've done it. But then like I hear the way in the which they're asking us these questions or talking to us, like the gentleman that we met, in person last week. But it's pretty wild. The term influencer is very real. It puts you up on that a metaphorical pedestal,
Oh yeah. And
you know?
my wife said that to me. She was like just like cautious of what you put out there, like because people are
For sure.
actually watching, and it's like you don't realize how many people is like 5,000 views on a video.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
5,000 people. It's like a lot. That's a lot of people, man. It's way more people than I've ever known, you know, and they're just watching you randomly.
for sure.
It's a weird.
For sure.
Social media is weird.
I had a couple. Oh, I meant to say this to you. I was at Verizon before, and they have those Meta glasses.
I
Dude,
was thinking
that
about getting
stuff would be
those.
so good for filming content, like going to walk properties, meeting sellers, and stuff like that. You just press a button. Eh,
No, it glows red, so people know you're recording.
that's okay. I'm not looking to
Yeah,
hide that. It's more
yeah.
about like the process of what we're looking for and stuff. And it's just a different angle. I think it would pop. I have no idea. A couple $100, I think. I don't think anything crazy. All right, that's it for real estate for a day. Scott, you're taking peptides. Was it steroids or peptides?
Steroids. No,
Steroids.
I'm just kidding. Um, I think we just sold
Really?
that owner carry deal. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Anyways, the
I might get some Metaband glasses after all.
I might be able to pay my mortgage
Yeah,
next
guys, for
month.
you, yeah. I just want to know. I just want everyone to know. One day when we make it big, and we're going to make it big, and I know people are going to be coming out of the woodwork. Oh, I'll come work for you. I'll come help you guys out. I'm remembering times like this. I'm remembering times like this. If
Yeah.
you're in the boat right now where you're shoveling water out of the hull, you deserve it when you get that black pearl flag. Your
Would you?
steroid use. He's going to take peptides.
Yeah, peptides, not steroids. So I'm I ordered the prescription. They haven't like billed me or anything like that. I'm kind of second guessing it. I have
God,
I
it's like
have I
flying
know.
lessons all over
I
again.
know. I know, dude. I have a blood test coming to my house. So I'm going to take my blood and do all that and get all my levels and stuff checked.
Hmm.
And then
If my test comes back higher than yours, how does that affect our operating agreement for our business equity split? Do I
uh,
immediately go to 80/20?
it should have went to 80/20 when I choked you out 12 times in the matter of 30 seconds because I can just take your money. But um, in terms of your test, I don't know. I don't know where my test is going to come in at.
You've never done it before.
No, I've never done it before. And I feel pretty good though. So I don't think it's going to be low, but I also don't think it's going to be super high either. Like
Yeah, I'm
I don't
not counting
know.
my chickens on that one.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be low. Um so honestly, the biggest thing with the peptides are I've been reading a little bit about just like basically like increase your IGF-1, which can increase like cell turnover or growth, which if you have cancerous cells in your body, it can multiply that, I guess. I
This
don't know.
boy,
I'm not,
this
I'm
boy's
not a
having
doctor.
therapy on Manus.
Yes. So I haven't been talking to Manus about it yet, but I will. Fuck, dude, if you guys aren't on Manus or any
Manus
other,
thinks I need to be more transparent with you, Sam.
yeah, yeah, I fired my therapist and I'm spending $100 a month on credits. I mean, a day on credits. And
That's a thing. You have to buy credits.
yeah,
Oh, they upsell
yeah.
you.
I'm already running through them. I mean, I'm getting a lot out of it, but it's like, you know,
Yeah.
jeez, jeez.
So for those of you who haven't listened to our previous episodes, aka You're Not Our Mothers, Scott had reached out to Ways to Well, which is very popular. What are they? Gene
Like
therapists?
functional
Functional
medicine,
health.
I guess.
Yeah.
Functional health, yeah.
In Austin, Texas, but about peptides. I'm scared shitless of injecting myself with anything. I don't think I could do that. I can have someone else can do it for me. It's not going to be my wife. So I'd
Yeah,
have to it would have to be like a registered nurse or something. I
I'm
wouldn't
not
I
gonna
wouldn't
do
let
it.
anyone.
Oh no, I don't think it's that big of a deal once you kind of get the hang of it. But it's like taking insulin, like someone who has to do that for diabetes, pretty similar. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the long term effects, like because like the short term effects, like there doesn't seem to be much of anything. Like it's the same thing. It's like okay, like 10 years down the road, could I see something negative. I mean, now at the end of the day, like I think people do so much worse stuff to
Oh
their
my
body
god,
on a
these
regular
GLP-1s and
basis
stuff.
that it's just like even like just like hardcore boozing, you know, like just
Yeah.
smoking or whatever the case like that is like a regular thing that people don't really talk about. It's like if I do this for my health, and I was also like, all right, it's like my goal is to I walk around at like 11% body fat on average. How do I walk around at like a closer to like a 9? And like would it just be the difference of doing like 45 minutes of like low steady state cardio 3 times a week? I don't think I can consume less calories than I am right now and like without torturing myself. Like feeling cuz I'm lifting pretty heavy. And I don't want to get like really any bigger. I just want to get more defined. And I just can't seem to get to that point.
You should
I
get
don't
it.
know.
You should get into sprinting.
Maybe I need like a nutritionist or something. Dial
Uh,
me in.
how much more
Man,
dialed can you get? You already eat like a
Manis.
bird.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I just I can't.
To give you guys an idea, like when we have like quote unquote boys' night, we haven't had them in a while. You know, the whole wife and kids thing gets in the way. But like my idea of boys' night is we're getting a pizza. Scott's like, yeah, we'll get a pizza. The difference is mine is like loaded with grease and toppings from a pizza place, and his is a cauliflower pizza in the frozen section of Whole Foods, personal size. And then I'm like, we're getting dessert. And he's like, yeah, we're getting dessert. Except my dessert is 3 scoops in a waffle cone from a heavy creamery, and his is non-fat Greek yogurt with frozen blueberries.
And
I've
honey,
told I've told the story before about this man took me to McDonald's on my 21st birthday as like a birthday gift and then let me eat by myself. Like you want to talk about that was GLP-1s before GLP-1, 2011.
yeah, dude. I mean,
Phantom.
look, man. You know, it's easy to say like, dude, like live a little, but it's goes back to the same conversation you were having earlier, saying like, man, I had to get on a stairmaster for 60 minutes with a fucking weighted vest on, and I'm like,
Just
I
eat
ain't
some
doing that,
cookies.
dog. Just don't eat the cookies. Like, just have some coffee and go to sleep, and you'll wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I'm not craving that shit anymore.
Yeah, I would say two things that I wish someone showed me earlier in life that are absolute cheat codes to health and productivity. Number one, black coffee.
I've been
I
telling you
genuinely,
about that shit for
yeah,
10
yeah, yeah.
years,
I
and you're like,
wasn't
oh,
listening. I
I'm not a
wasn't
coffee
listening.
drinker.
I never drank anything, honestly, before I was 30 years old. My entire liquid
Milk
diet
and
was
water.
just milk and water.
Yeah, you're
That's
a
it.
serial killer, dude.
But
That's insane. It's
two cheat
weird.
codes to health and productivity. Number one, black coffee. Number two, electrolytes. Oh my God. I am so addicted to electrolytes. Now I'm on a huge running kick right now. I'm running like 30 miles a week. So I'm doing like a scoop, sometimes 2 a day when I have my run days. But it's like drinking lemonade and you feel so good throughout the
Yeah,
day. I used to get these terrible dehydration headaches, gone. Now
yeah,
the black coffee, drinking 60 ounces of black coffee a day brings back those headaches, and my urine smells like a factory. But the electrolytes, I highly recommend them. If you need a good one, Santa Cruz on he's on YouTube, but he has a huge Amazon store. I think the Amazon store is called Santa Cruz Paleo. He makes electrolytes, creatine, all very clean stuff,
it's good.
you know, all organic and stuff. So I'm just going to keep giving free plugs to other influencers until we start getting plugs of any kind.
Yeah, well, if people actually watch our stuff, then we will. But they're not getting much of anything other than just us talking. Just fine. All right. In terms of business,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do
let's
it.
talk about some business. I don't think we're doing the laundromat anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of sad, sad day.
So to
Not because
give
we don't want to do it,
no, I would love to do it.
because
I
of
would
the
love to.
septic system.
Yeah, so basically
Motherfuckers.
it turns out that you shouldn't buy a TV repair shop and then expect that you can just turn it into a laundromat. 16 months ago, and I were idiots, and now we're brilliant. So essentially, we bought this building, and then we also bought the lot next to it, and then paid to have them combined with this idea of making a laundromat with a couple of commercial tenants upstairs. Turns out that the property is on a septic system that is built to essentially hold whoever would go to a TV VCR repair shop, not a full-fledged laundromat that is going to produce thousands of gallons of waste a day. So That might be the kicker on the laundromat for that building. I'd still be open to doing it in the future. I think if you're going to do it based off of what I've heard from people, unless you're an experienced operator and know how to stabilize laundromats, you're really better off doing it in a building that you own. And,
Pretty much
it's a
across the
little bit more
board.
risk, but also
I
higher
mean, we could look.
ceiling.
We could still do it. Like if the septic system
It's
cost us
just
50
one
grand.
wash at a time. That's, sign of the door, one wash at a time.
Well, no, we have to replace it. So like if we're gonna spend 50 grand on the septic system, it might be worth it. I don't know, but I need a number on the septic system first. That's step number one. Number two, we need to get back to our lender about the budget change proposal. Um, but I guess I'm not going to do anything until I hear back on the septic because, God, I don't know, man. What a fucking bummer.
It's pretty wild. Also, it's short stay up here in Philadelphia. It's pretty wild how my concept of money has evolved over the years in the
Uh-huh.
sense of 50 grand. All right, we'll figure it out. 50 grand. It's
Yeah.
so much money. I'm not naive to that. The fact of the matter, though, is like the way our businesses are structured and our portfolio is structured is we got to get it where we can get it. And we are not choosing the route of mass Section 8 rentals, but we also don't have a treasure chest. So the only way for us to create a real wealth in a portfolio is to buy heavy value add opportunities. Like Scott's going to look at one tomorrow we're really excited about. We've been told that there's drug activity and things like that. Yeah, like those are the kind of we've bought properties before with drug activity. It takes time to get those people out and replace them with better quality tenant base, but when you do it, you reap the rewards of it. You know.
Well,
We,
yes, I mean, when you also think about like when you have like $10 billion in debt, like you think in terms of $10,000 at a time ascend to
mhm.
like a couple $100 at a time. Like when I first got started, like a couple $100, you're like, oh, that's how you think about money. And then it goes like 1,000, and then it goes by like 10, and then it goes by 100. And like I don't think we're at there yet, but like it's just like the 10,000 is kind of like like $10,000 in either direction is kind of what it doesn't matter, right? Like and
Yeah.
there's guys out there operating with millions in either direction, and it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You just
I
gotta
remember very
scale.
vividly, just in my personal financial life, when I started viewing $1,000, how I viewed $100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
remember it
thousand
very
dollars
vividly.
on which is so crazy. Like it's like almost disrespectful to say, but like $1,000 is like like it does nothing. Like if you lost it or gained it, you're just like, okay, like, but it's also really shitty to say that because
Oh, listen, if I go
you
out
want
to
to
dinner and
protect every
I and,
dollar.
and my portion of the check is $400, I'm like, that's a lot of money.
I
But
know.
it's not like check my bank account a lot of money, you know?
No, but like,
Like I wouldn't be
but
going to that dinner if it was.
but when it's $400 at a dinner, I'm like, oof, my God. But then if it's like,
Oof.
I get a
Scott
call
Scott
from
drank a lot of wine. Sam
I
doesn't
get a
drink.
call from Home Depot, and they're like, it's $1,200, like for 4 pieces of wood and a piece of sheathing, and you're like, all right, well, I guess it is what it is. You don't think about it. You
Oh
leave a
yeah.
fucking restaurant for $500, though. You're like, God damn, I got hit.
Yeah.
Like it's when it's business is when it's different.
Yeah.
Personal,
Yeah. I
I don't
just
know.
ordered doors for Wild
Hmm.
at our GC's like, Mr. Sam, we need doors. I'm like, what do you mean we need doors? Why can't people just walk through the frames?
How much are the doors?
I don't know. I just sent them the list before we started the pod. I bet you it's going to be every bit of 3 grand.
Oh yeah, doors are expensive.
Yeah.
We just did the siding quote for Old Metairie,
Hmm.
4,500, and that's only 3 sides. No labor.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about right.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Fletcher was a little bit more than that, but Fletcher was
four
a lot of soldering.
sides,
Yeah. But
but
only
only
half the
second
height.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. I would say if you're getting into flipping houses, if you can buy houses built in like the 70s or later where you don't have to open up walls, like if there's already ductwork and there's no knob and tube wiring, oh my God. Like we
Yeah.
just did a project like that. Now it ended up a lot of shit went wrong on the back end where I ended up having to replace the HVAC anyway. But like replacing a furnace and an air handler is a 1 day job that costs 6 grand. It's not a big deal. when you start ripping open ceilings and stuff, like it's really nice in theory to be like, okay, this is all going to be new, but like putting it back together is so expensive.
Oh, dude, it just even if the labor is not expensive, it's the
Yeah.
materials, all
Oh
the
yeah, the labor.
sheetrock and the
Yes.
freaking mud and the
Yeah.
nails and the tape, and you're just like, what the hell,
Yeah,
dude?
we got to start using Sherwin-Williams for all the mud and everything like that. It's significantly cheaper than Depot.
That's good
Sorry,
because
Depot, you've gotten enough free game from me. Is Sherwin-Williams going to send us to the World Cup? That's the question. How's that
wait,
work? If we get World Cup ticks, are you coming?
no, can we sell it and then so we can just pay our mortgages?
Can we sell it to get some more drywall mud?
Exactly. Um, I don't know. Just get the tickets and we'll make a decision.
Yeah.
I'll be in New York for like a week and a half over shit, dude, like 2 weeks over the baptism time. So
Hey,
I'm gonna
maybe
come to
sooner.
Philly.
That Zillow listing. We got to move on that.
It's a good one, huh?
Yeah, it is a good one. I
It
saw that
has,
price point. I was like,
I was like, now we're talking.
be neighbors. I'll be Niall Jarvis.
Seriously, it's 2,700 square feet. I thought, and on a half acre, I was like,
Yeah,
cool backyard. I was like, dude,
yeah,
this is up my alley.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You can visit. You can visit. Can
can't
I
stay
sleep
with me
over?
though.
Not.
It's
Hey
too
man, I asked to sleep
too
over. He's
small,
like, it's
dog.
only 2,700 square feet. All right, there's a Howard Johnson down the road soon. I put
What's
it
a
on the
Howard
business card.
Johnson?
Well, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, dude. Don't be disrespectful. What's a Howard Johnson? Sounds
It's
like a
like a budget hotel. Budget
uh,
hotel. You never heard of a Howard? Is that am I missing? Yeah, it's called a Howard Johnson, I think.
it sounds like a food spot.
No, they used to have a killer Howard Johnson right next to the Outback in where I grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah, I think Howard Johnson's out of business. Dude, how about Spirit going out of business, dog?
Yeah.
Crazy.
How would
All
that
b-
work if you had pending flights?
oh, canceled all of them. Like it was just
But you got the
like
money back, right?
I'm sure, but
Yeah.
speaking of money back, dude, can I get my money back on those Live Golf tickets? I bought 4 of them, and now Live Golf's not coming here anymore.
You're not gonna catch me saying anything bad about Live Golf.
Who do I email?
I don't
The
know.
Saudis?
Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau?
You might just want to punt that one down the road, brother. That's a
That was like
loss.
$400, dog.
You keep the money. Leave me alone.
No, I need that. I need that $400, dog.
Have you been to a PGA Tour event before?
Yeah, the Zurich Classic. That's
Oh,
about
right.
it, though. Yeah.
I love it. I love PGA. I've been to a couple. They're a lot of fun.
Well, it's super like I love golf in the regard of like it's so like waspy, like like the whole vibe is like so like mint juleps and well maybe it's not. That's like the Kentucky Derby or some shit, but it's like just a like a waspy event. It's like oh this is cool. Like you go to a football game, dude. Like guys are face painted.
Oh my god.
They're like throwing footballs at each other, and I'm just like this is not my vibe. Like
NFL games are my least favorite events to go to.
yeah.
There's
NBA,
so much
is cool.
downtime.
Hockey is honestly one of my top to go to, and then
Yeah.
MLB. I like a good baseball
Really?
game.
Nah.
Yeah, I like a good baseball game.
So
I don't
hot
actually
out.
enjoy the game, but like it's like the vibe of
Mhm. What
you
about
know.
basketball? Pelicans
Um,
game? So much action.
it's fine. It's fine. Those guys just dominate the court. It's just like they take 4 steps and they're dunking the ball, and then they take 4 more steps back, and it's just like okay, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm
I'm not a basketball
far and
guy.
away pro basketball. I can watch any pro basketball game. Could be the 2 worst teams. Don't care. I
Wow.
can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a baseball game. Even football, I have a hard time watching. I'm not a team. I like watching sports as a whole. I've never understood the concept of people being like diehard
For
for
a team.
specific teams. I've never
Yeah.
gotten that. I guess you
Yeah.
got to have something to love. It's like it's like my mom with politics. Love you, mommy, but
Yeah, I agree. That's why I like UFC so much, dog, because you can actually learn to love the person, and then they go in there, and it's like if they get knocked out, it can change the course of their entire career,
Mhm.
right? You lose a football game, it's like, all right, like see you next week, like or see you next season. Like if you get flatlined by some guy, it's just like, well, that guy might never come back ever. Like he might be a completely different fighter, and you see it all the time. And then you see their whole backstory of these guys' lives, how they got to there, their families, all this stuff, and you start to love them. And then dude, it's like electric to watch someone
who's
put
who's
their
your
life
favorite
on the line.
fighter?
That's tough, man. I'm starting to become an Ilya Taporia fan. I wasn't like,
Best haircut in sports.
dude, he's probably the best fighter to ever grace the
Whatever.
octagon.
What a haircut that guy has. I love that guy's haircut. Next time I go to get a haircut, I'm just going to show him a picture of Ilya Taporia and say, make me look like this.
Dude, you just don't have that look, dog. Like, it's just not a good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I like the sport as a whole. Big fight this weekend. Hamzat versus Sean Strickland.
Oof.
That's quite the matchup. They
Hamzat better end
hate
that
each
quick.
other. They hate each other.
If that,
Yeah.
if that goes into the fourth and fifth, I don't like Hamzat's chances. My boy gets winded.
Who's gonna dethrone Hamzat, bro? Like, I would love to see Strickland win, but I don't see it. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like he's just gonna drag him down, and unless he gets stupid like when he fought Gilbert, and he tries to just trade with Sean, but I don't think he will.
Did you see the video? I don't know if you know who Max Crosby is. He's a big NFL player for the Raiders. White guy, super tatted, red beard. Like, he's the alpha of the NFL right now, or one of them. He got in the ring and sparred with Strickland, and Strickland
Annihilated
13
him.
seconds. And Max is 6'6", 250, and he had a bloody nose in 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Just
these guys do not understand. They do not understand the level of that these fighters are on. And like every guy can be like, I could fight. I could fight. I could do what these guys are doing. Like, it's insane, dude. I'm glad that he did go in there. Was it like a friendly thing?
Yeah. Like, he wasn't trying to hurt him or anything like that.
Yeah.
As soon as it ended real fast. Well, next week we're going to talk more about business and real estate, but honestly, we can talk about whatever we want because it's our podcast. So that's it for this week. We need to get back to work and make some money to pay for all this stuff because this is all free. It doesn't make $1.
That's right. So if you want to join our school community,
that's right.
School.com/Scott and Sam real estate. I don't think
that's it. Just click the link in our bio on our Instagram page
or
at
DM
Scott and
us.
Sam Real Estate.
DM us the word invest.
Okay. Bye-bye.